Welcome to my Deceit 2 Legacy tutorial. We're going to keep this quite simple to try and help some new people get into this mode if they haven't really played it yet and are trying to figure out what's going on. In Legacy compared to Live Deceit 2, there's only two teams, with the Innocent and the Infected. There's no special roles, there's no cursed roles, so it's a lot more simplified in that manner. The overall flow of the game goes quite simply, where in the daytime, people will be able to run around, talking to each other, collecting items, and potentially trying to vote people out. Whereas in the night, the Infected will have the ability to transform if they have enough blood, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And the Innocents will need to try and get fuses to deposit them in, to then progress to the next phase. The ways you activate items is there will be levers around the map. When you pull them, you'll be able to see what the objective is and where it is. Either it will be standing next to the area to capture it, it could be shooting targets, or there's ones where you don't need levers, but it's a two-player objective where someone stands on a pad and another player will then collect said item. These will be the more powerful items, so you'll need to be aware of that. Just because you pulled the lever does not mean it's your item. Other people can steal it, you could give it to someone else by just letting them complete the objective, but if you're the one who pulls it, you'll be able to see the progression of it, and you will see where it is. It will always be nearby though. The lever panels can be attacked, and if they're broken before the item is claimed, the item will be destroyed and then no one can access the item. Holding up your inspect wheel, so the thing you do in Deceit 2 where you can choose to sus people, mark them as cursed or whatnot, you can still do that in this mode, which can mark people as innocent, unknown, or dead, or infected, because you don't know if people die in this mode. That's something you have to pay attention to, so people could fake being dead, so just be aware of that. But on the right side, you'll be able to see a list of items that are in that zone and whether they've been taken or not or destroyed. So keep an eye out for this. Also, as infected, they will want to run around collecting blood bags. So around the map, there'll be quite a few of them around, and each of them will have 2 blood bags on them. Infected need to collect 6 blood bags in order to transform. But at night, these blood bags, one of them will fall off, and there'll only be 1 there. So then they'll only collect 1 per time they drink. So, drinking in the day, the value is you get double the amount of blood, but then you risk getting caught easily. In this mode, going down is a lot more punishing than it is in Deceit 2, where if you go down and then you just bleed out, no one revives you, you will lose all your items, you'll go back to 9 bullets, and Infected will lose 2 blood bags worth of blood from them. So if you're suspicious of someone, but you aren't fully sure, you could just down them and make them lose their blood. So it could be something you risk. But if someone has the antidote, which is something I'll go into in a minute, that could be quite dangerous. So now talking about the night and why this antidote is really important. So in the night, Infected can only transform if they have that full 6 blood bags worth of blood. And when they transform, they can kill people, same as Deceit 2. But once you're grabbed, you will die immediately, unless someone else were to save you or you're stood near enough a trap that it went off. But when you get eaten, you'll get 20 seconds to be revived by the antidote, as long as someone else has it. So you won't be able to save yourself with it, but someone else will need to come over and revive you, which then would save you, and then you can try and deduce who it is, but you've kept that person alive. Whereas Innocents want to run around and collect fuses, deposit them into the boxes that will be highlighted. Each round you'll need 1 less box. So in the first round you need 3, the second round you need 2, and the final round you need 1. Be aware, when combating terrors in this mode, it's not quite like Deceit 2. Your option is more of a fight back thing than just a run away. So, when terrors get affected by light in this one, they don't just get completely disabled. You'll slowly weaken them as you lower how much light defense they kind of have, as a meter goes down on their end. When that meter gets low enough, they'll be really slowed. But you can actually use your gun in this version and kill them. I recommend slowing them with the light first, then shooting them. If not, they'll catch up to you, because the gun does need a fair few shots to kill them, because they are meant to be quite powerful. Then, if you kill them enough times, they actually will go back to their human form. So they will lose the equivalent of 1/3 upon dying to you. So you've got to be careful of that. But if they kill someone, they will lose all blood and transform back after 10 seconds. So you have a balance when that happens to either try to follow them or get somewhere safe so you don't die. Because you can be attacked tonight even by humans, which could cause you to lose your items, because then people won't be able to revive you. But keeping the communication up to ask people where you are so they can revive you, you've got to keep talking. Once all the fuses are deposited, 10 seconds will go down, giving infected time to run away and untransform and come back to, the rest of the group. The doors will open, gas will flood the area, and you'll be forced to move into the next area of the map. If you don't leave the area in time, the gas will kill you, so you've just got to move forwards, and then you'll go into the next zone. And as you go forwards, the 2-player items get stronger. So in the first round, it's a shotgun that is quite powerful in terms of killing people, killing terrorists. Then in the second round, you have a scanner. You can scan someone else and see what role they are. This is not shown to anyone else, so it could be faked, so give it to someone you trust. And the final round, the lethal injection. Basically your warden mark equivalent, where you just get to kill someone on your own with no issues. But you don't die if you get it wrong. The antidote can save someone from this lethal injection though. So if you're infected and your teammate is jabbed by the lethal, you could antidote them if you had one. So be aware of that. When all the infected are eliminated, the game will not instantly end like it does if all innocents are eliminated. The game will continue on, but you can vote on an escape hatch to end it early. If you vote on the escape hatch, every player alive must vote on it. If all players alive vote on it, and there's even one infected alive, innocents will all lose. They'll all be killed as you jump in the hatch. So, only vote on it if you're sure all infected are dead. If you go to the end of the game though, and go to that third round, you put in the one fuse, then you open the door, then my terrors will get enraged and be very powerful, have infinite killing power during the time the door is opening, and when the door is opened, you can just run out and escape and you'll be free. Kind of like when you open the door in Deceit 2. And to what stops you just hiding throughout the whole game, is that infected won't always see your outline. They only see it intermittently when you're running. So just be aware of that. Sprinting is what's revealing you, not just always. But if you hide during the night, there is a timer that ticks down. And if that runs out, the terrors will become enraged, like I was talking about at the end of the door, where they get infinite blood and killing power until the fuses are done. If you were still to hide, eventually the doors will just lock, trapping you in, and the infected would win the game. So you want to be active at night. Be careful when infected are nearby, but if you're not hearing any terror noises, and you've got a lot of light items, being active is definitely very important in this mode. I do plan on making a more advanced guide with some more tips and tricks later on, but for now I just want to get this basic thing out, just so people understand the core kind of concepts of the game, and hopefully I haven't missed anything too crucial with it. But this game is a lot more of a shooter than Deceit 2's main mode is. So if you're going into it, do be ready to go into a lot more gunfights. It is a lot more action than just hiding, waiting, and talking. Because talking is still important, but you got to be aware, shooting is going to happen a lot sooner. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.